All right, so you know how everybody is talking now, like because of the situation where the woman attacked the man and he's suing now, and now they're like, oh man, I can't believe you snitching. You know, we don't snitch. Like that's not something black people do. We don't talk to those people. Not the law, not the man. We don't do that. We don't talk to the man because the man is keeping the black man down, and he's against our people. It's them against us. You know, it's the man. You can't talk to the man. Your name is mud on the streets because you're talking to the man. That rule, as I said earlier, only applies to black men. It does not apply to black women. They can smack you, they can hit you with a bottle, they can snitch, they can do pretty much anything without social or physical or legal consequences because the black men refuse to inflict these consequences, even if it's in his own protection and his own best interests. They have taken so much comfort in doing this that it has led to this story.
Some things are thicker than blood. Things like ethics, integrity, and confessing to a crime you committed. That's what happened.
Some things are thicker than blood. Things like ethics, integrity, and confessing to... No, that is bull crap. That is bull crap. The reason that parents would call the law on their own children is one reason and one reason only, and that's to control their behavior in a way that you cannot. So say, your daughter was just out on some wild stuff, right? And there was nothing you can do about it. Like, she's past the age, you can't beat her, you can't spank her, I should say, and you can't punish her, and she's just out there busting it open. And every time you say something, it's like whatever. So, if you want to stop her from doing that, you call the guys, you call the goons, you call the people saying that, she's selling on East 14th. Do something. Maybe this will teach her a lesson. That's the method of control. That's when all other methods of control have failed. You resort to that method. But for morals and ethics and blah, 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 get out of here. Listen, there are people out there. Y'all remember the university scandal where the white people got caught bribing major universities to let their kids in? That stuff went on, and it still goes on all the time. They're not saying morals, ethics, blah, 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 blah. They are doing this all the time. What do you think nepotism is, or cronyism is, etc., etc., etc.? This is something that is going on all the time. Nobody is snitching on their parents or their children because this happened. Period.
Happened to this teenager. He was caught on camera breaking the law. News Nation's Nick Smith is here with a look at this case and what his mama is doing about it.
Absolutely. 18-year-old Zion Brown, the suspect charged with armed robbery, learned...
I want to point out, did y'all catch the facetious tone when she was like, what his mama is doing about it? His mama. Now, you see, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because other ethnicities of people stop calling mama, like right around the time they start to learn to walk. Mama is something that babies say. But that's how they look at young black men. They look at them as, baby, this is my mama, etc., etc., etc. They're noting the unhealthy relationship, the infantile relationship that a black man has with his mother. Oh, and they're not going to mention a father in this case because obvious reasons. And by obvious, I mean he's black.
Learned the hard way that there is no such thing as an easy payday. Brown is a student at Loyola University in Chicago and says he was...
Oh, so this is not a high schooler. This is a university student. Which means one of two things. Which means that he is out of the house And his mom hates that she don't have that control over him. She hates that she can't pull that whole my house, my rules thing. See, they get addicted to that power. They get addicted to telling you to go to the store and get her some cigarettes, in the middle of the night or some crap like that. They get addicted to that my house, my rules policy, to where when you get out their house, they try to figure out a way to get you back in and under their thumb. She wants him to be the man in her life again. He's going to university. He has plans. And I'm not going to talk about, how likely these plans are to happen, but basically he is emancipating himself. Kind of like a free slave. He's like almost at the Mason-Dixon line, and then, his mama snitch on him. Or something, just anything to get him back to that plantation.
Hungry at the time, so he stole money to buy a snack before his next university lecture. Police say he dumped his weapon in the garbage.
Okay, so according to him, he was hungry and he stole a snack. Okay, let's say he was. That means that, damn, Mom, you couldn't give your son a snack? If it was true. If it wasn't true, then he probably was doing it for like some type of street credibility or something like that. Or he's just something else. Listen, I don't condone what he did, but I damn sure don't condone what she did. That is just ridiculous.
And escaped on foot until later that...
Oh, and another thing. They said that he dumped the gun in a garbage can or something like that. He dumped a weapon, etc., etc., etc. Listen, that only makes sense if the weapon costs less than the amount that he robbed the dude for. And really the only way that makes sense is if it was a toy weapon. It was a toy gun, and he probably had like an orange tip or something on it, and he spray painted it black, and just did a stick up thinking that, hey, I'm gonna get a few quick bucks. And then he just dumped the toy after that.
At night, when his mother recognized him on the news and drove him to surrender to police. But the judge wasn't believing Brown's hunger excuse and then denied him bail. Brown has no criminal record, and his next court appearance is scheduled for March 4th.
All right. So there you have it. His life is screwed. Whatever plans he had going on prior to this, his life is screwed. Thanks to Mama. Yeah. But I thought we don't snitch. We don't snitch. We don't talk to those people. We don't talk to those people. If you need to just take it on the chin if somebody hits you in the back of the head with a bottle. If somebody sock you in the face, you need to just take it on the chin. But we don't call the cops. Oh no. No. See, that's a rule for you. That is not a rule for them. That is their rule. That is meant for you to follow and them to enforce. But they snitch all the time. They snitch on what brothers do, even their own sons, all the time. And it says she drove him to the police station. Now, I don't know if he knew that he was going to the police station. She looked at her son with the mask. Nobody else recognized him. And instead of her having a talk with him, or even saying, like, do the right thing, give back the money to the conductor. Nope. Instead of her doing any of that, she took him to the police station. And they held him without bail. That judge has no mercy for him. This is his first offense. He didn't have a record before. He has one now. He might get kicked out of university, and he may have a tougher time finding work, finding a job. etc., etc., etc. And you know what that means? That means he might have to live back home with mama. Yeah, where she treats him like crap. She treats him like crap. He's going to be all kinds of, bitch ass, punk, just anything that she can do to degrade and demean him and make up for the fact that she ain't got no damn man. She is going to rip his balls off after he goes to jail for armed robbery. Because she would rather have a son with a criminal record than a son with a degree. I'm going to repeat that. She would rather have a son with a criminal record than a son with a degree. Now, there are those people out there, because people always try to make excuse for when the B-dub does stuff like this. They're going to make the excuse was like, no, she's saving him because, if he keep doing this, he could try to rob somebody, and then he tried to rob the wrong one, and blah 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 blah. Listen, he could get stabbed in prison over this crap. I mean, not over this crap, but because he was there as a result of this crap. There is a ton of things that can happen. She just seen an opportunity to regain control of his life, and she took it. That's all that is. This is about control. You have these people particularly B-dubs, that the only thing in their lives that they have control over, and I'm not talking about like control in the sense that a teacher has over a student. You control them, but to their own best good. No, I'm talking about imperial control. I'm talking about the type of control where they yell at you about washing them dishes and don't say crap about homework or nothing like that. I'm talking about that type of control. He made it out. He was partially out, and perhaps financial aid was not enough to feed him. So he did something stupid. This is stupid. Depending on how hungry you are, this is stupid. But what's worse is your mom snitched on you. Oh, but queen, oh my queen, my queen. Is this your queen? Is this the person that's supposed to be in your corner, have your back, etc., etc., etc.? Or is this your master who viewed you as an escaped slave? And the first chance she got, she called the slave catchers on you. It's GameChanger 00100. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Game over. Peace.